Hi lovelies, welcome to the Kitaholic Kits YouTube channel. It's Chrissy here with you today, and I have a project life process video for you. Now, my project life videos are few and, what is the saying? Few and far between, that's the saying. Mostly because it just takes me so long to put the videos together. Now, I think it's because it works out to be like two separate 12 by 12 layouts at almost half an hour each sometimes, and yeah, that's a lot of editing and a lot of voiceovering to do. So I think that's why I struggle. I really need to get stuck into my project life. This was a trip to Dreamworld back in January. Oh, okay, I'm not up to January, but I'm up to February. Baby? Yeah, I'm up to week 5. Wow, that is bad, isn't it? So it probably would be. But I've put this, I put this one aside. I printed off the photos and I just sort of left it there because I didn't have the right colours and things that I wanted and cards to put it together. Now, what happens is when I do my design team stuff, I do 4 every month, and I always try and make one of those a project life, which is why I've only done 5 project life spreads. Because I find that with crazy life and scrapbooking and trying to art journal, I'm trying to do too many things at once. So the only project life I'm getting done is when I do my design team work. I'm not actually getting any of it done in my album, which is really upsetting. It's really depressing when you think about it. So I think I just need to stop worrying about videos and just, you know, get it documented. So that is something I really want to focus on this half of the year. Yes, we're coming into July, so not long now. And yeah, so I really want to get caught up. Maybe that's what I can aim for this school holidays. We have school holidays coming up next week. Next week, I think, yep. So yeah, lots of downtime with the boys at home. So maybe I might get some scrapbooking done. So that's enough about, you know, why I'm so far behind. What I'm doing today, so like I said, this is a trip we did to Dreamworld. So this is a double spread of our day at Dreamworld. So I'm just working on my title card. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. And I found the ticket stub in the ephemera, and I thought it just worked perfectly. So you've heard me say it before, I either love my title card or I hate it. There's no in between. I either love it or hate it. So I'm going through my my little alphabet stamps. They're my absolute favorite things to use, and we were lucky enough to get one in the kits last month, and that's that little one on top there. So I've used both. I used my big set to write Dreamworld, and then I used the set that we got in last month's kit to write Let's Go To. Nothing very exciting, just yeah, trying to make my title card work for me. But they are a fantastic investment, these little stamps. You can make your own phrases, titles, everything. So I have 3 sets on my desk. I have an uppercase, a lowercase, and then the smaller ones that we got in last month's kit. So they're really cool to have. So the first photo I actually embellished was the photo, you can only see a bit of it now, but it's going to be on the bottom left-hand corner. And it's of Cooper and his dad in the Dodgem cars. It was a lot of fun, and so I used the wood veneer, the Awesome, and I've glued that straight to the photo. Now, I'm not one of those people that really cares about acid-free and all that jazz, but it just so happens that I have an acid-free glue sitting on my desk that I got from, that was in a kit from a class that I did at the Scrapbook Expo, and I had that sitting there, and the nozzle was really good. I really struggle with glue because I have a fine line bottle, but it's clogged and I can't unclog it, and yeah, so it happened to be on my desk, and the nozzle was small enough for this to work, so it works out well. So it is an acid-free glue, so don't panic when you see me putting this random glue on my photos. But the way I look at it, they're all digital photos. They're all on my computer. This is just a way to get them off the computer so my boys can look at them and, you know, enjoy their memories, and for me to have a little downtime and some fun. So all I'm doing now is, okay, we had some seriously hectic rain earlier in the year, and when we woke up, the morning of when we were going to go up to Dreamworld, we weren't sure if it was going to rain or not, so we were still very hesitant about whether we were going to go. We got lucky. It wasn't raining, so we made the drive because we're in Tweed Heads, and Dreamworld is up at Coomera, so it's about a 45-minute drive, and we have passes, so it's not a big waste if it rains and we get rained down. But what happened is during the school holidays last year, the Christmas holidays last year and early this year, they had some awesome rides on, events and things. So they had this big pyrotechnic display, and they had some extra shows and things. So we really wanted to go, and they had a really good deal where did you know Dreamworld has a buffet restaurant? I didn't know that till recently, but they had a deal where kids got in for free. So it worked out really well for the holidays. So we thought we'd go. We tend to avoid theme parks during the holidays because it just gets too busy. And my boys both have autism and they struggle in that kind of environment. But we have found that closer to when school goes back, or public holidays especially, it's a lot quieter. So that's when we tend to go. So this would have been the last week or so of the school holidays, or maybe even it might have been it was the last week of school holidays. It was like the last day they were doing the pyrotechnic display. So we went up there, and yeah, this photo in the middle on the left is the rain cloud that was coming. So we actually got really lucky. Now the pyrotechnic display was outside in the main street, and it didn't rain until the pyrotechnic display had finished at, I think it was 8 o'clock that night. It was daylight savings, so it was our 9. And so 8 o'clock that night. So we got really lucky. We managed to have the entire day, stayed dry, and it didn't rain until after that display. So we were really, really excited about that. So that's the photo of the rain cells, because we like to track the weather on an app we have. And then I was just journaling that story that I just told you. So I'm not sure what else I might have missed. I'll have to go back and check, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Everything I do is pretty self-explanatory. And the best part is this kit is so well suited to these photos. My boys are terrors, and just they're such boyish boys, and these kits were awesome. So this photo up the top is my husband. At Dreamworld you can race, have a race car simulator, and he always does this. He really loves it. Last time we went up, he got the second fastest time of the day, so he's been trying to break that. No, the second last time we went. So the last time we went, which is this time here, he was trying to see if he could to break that record. I don't think he did. He kept getting, there was another lady there and she kept crashing into him, so it kept wrecking his time. He was really disappointed in that. This photo next to that one is what me and my 2 boys were doing while Daddy was on the race car simulator. We were a little bored, and to keep them entertained and to amuse ourselves, we took awesome random selfies. So I just really wanted to include that picture there, and I think I may journal that on one of the cards, because my memory keeping is all about the stories behind the photos. That's what I really like to include and remember, because I'll see the photos, but in 10 years I might not remember that story. So I might not remember that photo of me and my boys pulling awesome faces was how we were keeping ourselves amused while Daddy was on the race car simulator. So I like to include these stories, and my favourite way to do that is I journal straight onto the photos with random, I cut up strips of paper. But I do, in this case, you can see I have some spare journaling cards left, and I think that's what I'm doing now. So I'll make up a filler card and I'll write that on there too. Very rarely do I have enough spaces left to include journaling cards on my spreads. This is a random day out. In my weekly spreads, I don't tend to have journaling cards. I might have a filler card here or there, but I journal straight on my photos. In this case, I had the space, so I made a journaling card and I was able to put that story on a card instead of straight on my photo. For this spread, I actually had a few gaps, so I have a few filler cards in here as well, which is what I'm about to do here. I love the cut apart sheet. It was really cool. And I love everything about this kit. The colors, the wood veneer, everything just works perfectly together, and it goes really well with my kind of style. And I found on the cut apart sheet this brothers, so I decided to make another random filler card out of that, and some wood veneer and bits and pieces. So it was a lot of fun to do. You will notice that I don't find the need to embellish every single photo on my in my Project Life spreads. Sometimes it's just as simple as a word sticker or a little round embellishment, like that photo of Will in the water. Other times I will just leave it blank, like I'm pretty sure I don't put anything on the picture of them in the big red boat down the bottom. But the picture of the train down the bottom on the right hand side, it was too perfect not to use the acrylic piece that said explore, because that's pretty much exactly what we did. My boys love trains, obviously, and we hop on the train and we just do a lap around just for the fun of it. We pretty much get off right back where we got on, and we just enjoy the trip around and have lots of fun. So I was lucky enough to get a great picture on the train because we were in the caboose. My Cooper loves trains, but he always loves to sit in the caboose. If you don't know what the caboose is the very back carriage of the train. So we got lucky enough, we were able to get in the caboose this trip round. And as we were going around the bend, I was able to lean out and get a great photo of the rest of the train. And yeah, I decided to use that acrylic Explore and staple that straight to my photo, and I think I wrote on it "exploring on the train," something very simple like that. But it was a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite photos, actually. I love the way it worked together with the Explore, the acrylic piece, and yeah, I really do love that. I think it's followed closely by the picture of us up the top with our awesome selfie. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really enjoy doing Project Life videos. Well, sorry, no, that's wrong. I really enjoy doing Project Life spreads. I think it's getting caught up in the videos and the editing and the voiceovering that puts me so far behind because it takes me so long to get through that process of it. But I really do enjoy doing the spreads. I love remembering the photos and what happened and putting all this in our album for my boys to look at. So I really need to get stuck into that and get caught up and not focus so much on the videos, I think. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will be back with you real soon for more more creative process. Thanks for watching. Bye.